Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today I'll be showing you guys my 80s US Army impression. It's about 99% complete, so I thought I'd make a video on it. I'm going to go over most of the items in detail. I just thought I'd start off the video with a shot of everything together right here. So let's go ahead and go over the items. So we're going to go over the protective body armor and the helmets. So starting off, we're going to go over the M1. I typically don't use it with this impression unless I'm doing like a National Guard, or it would probably suit better to an earlier 80s, 1983, that timeline. Before the transition to the K-Pot, aka the PASGAT helmet. Be good for Operation, Urgent Fury, if you're doing something like that, or a rear line personnel. But yeah, I just thought I'd include it anyways. It's got the woodland camo cover with cat eye band. This is a repro, by the way, but it's got accurate chin straps, so yeah, it works. We got the PASGAT here with the Manchu Cabbage Patch, camo cover. It's basically just cut up M1 camo cover strips put into camo cover netting over the helmet, just tied it into the cat eye band. Information on this is sort of just it's pretty infamous for being used in Operation Just Cause in Panama. They used it to differentiate U.S. forces from the Panama Army because of they use the PASGAT as well, as long as woodland BDUs and similar items to the U.S. Army. So this was a way to make it more easier to tell Americans from the enemy. Yeah, it's basically just, it's a little sloppy, but in the future I'll probably make it more true to what they actually used. I've seen pictures of them using BDUs, the fatigues, cutting them up into strips and doing it like this. This is just an old cut up camo cover. I thought I'd just use it anyways. Eventually I'll upgrade it, make it more true to real life. And yeah, that's all I have to say about the outside. Just your regular, woodland camo cover. This did have all the original, liner bits in it. I replaced the sweatband with a more modern one just because it was easier to install, but in the future I probably will replace it with the original sweatband style. The only difference is that it's a little bit thinner. This one's thicker, and it attaches with these straps right here instead of the regular thin metal clips that attach. So yep, M1 style suspension system. And yeah, so there's that. I think that's all I have to say about the helmet. Next we'll move on to the vest itself, the PASGAT vest. So this is a later version of it. You can tell because of the closed off rivets here. Yeah, there's no point in taking it off, but normally they'd appear exposed, but you can see they knitted over a cover here. So that's how you can tell a later PASGAT vest from an earlier one. I am doing a video later on. I'll be doing a comparison video. I don't want to say too much, but I am expecting in the mail a more era accurate PASGAT vest, unissued, with the exposed rivets. Go ahead and show the inside here real quick. Hard to do with one hand. And also, it's a little bit bigger size than I need on me. It fits, but I ordered the unissued PASGAT vest in a medium, so be more, you know, fitting, a lot less roomy. But this one works for now. All right, move on with the next pieces of kit. All right, so next up, we're going to go over the Alice web gear. So I guess we'll start from the upper corner here. This is an M17 gas mask bag. So I don't have an actual M17 in here. It's the M40 gas mask. Let's see if I can get it open here with one hand. Can't really see it, but it's hard to get out. It was hard to get in to begin with, but trust me, it's M40. I kind of wanted to get a gas mask that I could actually use, just to the fact that that it would be more accurate to put it, actually would be completely accurate if I had an M17 in here, but I thought I'd just use this as a practical carrying case for a gas mask that I actually, you know, intend to use for, you know, prepping or anything like that. For now, I kind of just use it to, you know, fill it up, make it not look empty when it's on my hip. But yeah, if I don't show the inside, it's all right. Yeah, M17 gas mask bag. So there's that one. Next up is got the old Alice mag pouches for the what was at the time new 30 rounders as opposed to the old school 20 rounders. Set up right there. Got the I probably should have included this with the helmets in the last you know, when I talked about the helmets last. This is just your typical sun to air, wind and dust goggles. You know, you can take them off, change the lenses like this to a green laser protective lens and a you know, a tinted lens, you know, to protect from sun. This is just the, you know, the regular clear lens. Alice Y straps, pretty typical. And we got on this side a bandage pouch. I do have a bunch of these, and I do have one that has an actual period correct bandage in it. But right now I just got a regular, you know. It's not even a military compass, it's just a regular camping compass. Because sometimes I'll use this whole setup when I go camping. But yeah, that's just a placeholder for now. Alice canteen with the, you know, the typical plastic canteen on the inside. Pocket for water purification tablets, ventilation hole, pretty standard. On the other, I do have two, but I'm pretty sure they would typically have one that would have a an MBC mask, or what would you call it? Just a drinking tube that would, you know, accommodate the drinking tube in the M17 gas mask. But for now, just have two standard plastic canteens. So this right here is a piece of the kit, or the impression that I'm planning of either keeping or taking off. I'm still doing a little bit of research on this end. From the photos I've seen, I've actually never, I mean, I've heard conflicting things from like so many different sources that they didn't use these as often, or they weren't as common. This is just a reproduction version of an M56 butt pack, USGI butt pack. But I have seen some photos of them using it, but I'm sort of wondering whether it was common enough or in common use at the time to just keep it on, you know, keep it in the impression or just take it off altogether. But yeah, maybe I'll make a future video about that, but definitely gonna have to do more research on it. And last but not least, we got the angle flashlight, which still works if I can get it working here. Got the red lens installed right now. Came with all the other lenses in the bottom here. But yeah, so we'll move on to clothing. All right, so I'll go over the uniform and tie up this video here. It's getting a little long. So first off is the patrol cap. This is you know, this is a military surplus one. So yeah, it's pretty standard, nothing special. So there's the patrol cap. The uniform itself is not original, but it's exactly the same as the uniforms issued at the time, or even issued now. The squared off pockets, 2 on each side, 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Ripstop material. This is made by True Spec. It's pretty nice, pretty durable. I've had this for a while. It's hasn't really faded that much, even after washing it a bunch of times. So yeah, there's that. That's pretty much all I have to say about the uniform. So before I forget, I wanted to include the gun I used for the impression. It's just some Chinese, you know, airsoft copy. I don't airsoft. This is more of just a placeholder until I get something better for the impression. But I feel as though it works. I sort of painted it, added some wear, I added some, you know, rough paint to the magazine so it'll look more real. I do own an AR-15. I'm probably going to build as a retro AR, you know, replace the upper and make the barrel longer, get a hard stock as opposed to a collapsible stock, as which I have now. Give it the original old school grips, and it should be ready for the impression, but of course that's in the future. But I will make a video on it when I get it ready. So that concludes my gear overview, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.